First reading. A reading from the book of Job, chapter 7, verses 1 to 4 and 6 to 7. Is not human life on earth just conscript service? Do we not live a hireling's life like a slave, signed for the shade, or a hireling with no thought but for his wages? I have months of futility assigned to me, nights of suffering to be my lot. Lying in bed, I wonder, when will it be day? No sooner up then. When will evening come? And crazy thoughts obsess me till twilight falls. Swifter than a waver's shuttle, my days have passed and vanished, leaving no hope behind. Remember that my life is but a breath, and that my eyes will never again see joy. This is the word of Lord. Thanks be to God. First reading. A reading from the first letter to the Corinthians, chapter 9, verses 16 to 19 and 22 to 23. In fact, preaching the gospel gives me nothing to boast of, for I am under compulsion, and I should be in trouble if I fail to do it. If I did it on my own initiative, I would deserve a reward. But if I do it under compulsion, I am simply accepting a task entrusted to me. What reward do I have then? That is my preaching. I offer the gospel free of charge to avoid using the rights which the gospel allows me. So thought I was not a slave to any human being. I put myself in slavery to all people to win as many as I could. To the weak I made myself weak. To win the weak I accommodated myself to people in all kinds of different situations so that by all possible means I might bring some to salvation. All this I do for the sake of the gospel, that I may share its benefits with others. This is the word of Lord. Thanks be to God. A reading from the Gospel according to Mark, chapter 1, verses 29 to 39. And at once, on leaving the synagogue, he went with James and John straight to the house of Simon and Andrew. Now Simon's mother in law was in bed and feverish, and at once they told him about her. He went in to her, took her by the hand, and helped her up, and the fever left her, and she began to serve them. That evening, after sunset, they brought to him all who were sick and those who were possessed by devils. The whole town came crowding round the door, and he cured many who were sick with diseases of one kind or another. He also drove out many devils, but he would not allow them to speak, because they knew who he was. In the morning, long before dawn, he got up and left the house and went off to a lonely place and prayed there. Simon and his companions set out in search of him, and when they found him, they said, "Everybody is looking for you." He answered, "Let us go elsewhere to the neighboring country towns, so that I can proclaim the message there too, because that is why I came." And he went all through Galilee, preaching in their synagogues and driving out devils.